Hello, grade 2. How are you? Today we are going to review place value and how to write a 3-digit number. What do we mean by place value? It is the value of each digit in a number, and of course according to the place or the position. We can say the position of a digit in a number determines its value. As I said before, according to the place of each digit, we decide the value. As you know, we used to talk before about tens and ones only. And we said that the tens are always to the left side, the ones are to the right side. Today we are adding one more value that is greater than tens, and it is to the left side of the tens that we call it the hundreds. As we said, when we put 10 tens together, we will get 100. And that's why we say place value, because according to the place, we decide the value. This, what we call it, the 100 blocks. Look, here we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay? And these, as you know, the tens blocks, and these small cubes are the ones. Okay? And as we said, according to the place, we decide the value. Also, we will talk about writing a 3-digit numbers in various forms or in different forms. When we say a 3-digit number means hundreds, tens, and ones. And as you know, we have 4 different ways to write a number. The first way is to write a number in words. As in here, we have 1, 2, so it is 200. Here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we write 60. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we write 7. And please, I want you always to review the number in words, okay? Now, the other way of writing a number is the standard form, or to write the number in digits. As we said, when I have 200, we write it 2, 260, and 7. Another way of writing a number is the expanded form. We talked before about the expanded form, but only for tens and ones. But today we are adding one more value, that is the hundreds. And I said the expanded form is to write the value of each digit. What do I mean? We mean if I have 2 in the hundreds place, what is the value of 2 in the hundreds place? The value is 200, so we write it 2 and 2 zeros. Then we use the plus, don't forget. The expanded form is the sum of the value of each digit. Means that we need to add the value of each digit to get the number. Then 6 in the tens place means 60, and 7 in the ones place means only 7. Now, the fourth way is to use the HTO. HTO is an abbreviation for H for hundreds, T for tens, and O for ones. Also, we used to do it with tens and ones before, but now we are adding one more value. So my number is 2 hundreds, 6 tens, 7 ones. So instead of writing all this word hundreds, we just write 2 and letter H beside it, means 2 hundreds. Then 6 tens, we write 6 and letter T. 7 ones and 7 letter O beside it. Okay? So these are the 4 ways of writing a number. Now, let's practice more about place value from our book. So, we are going to solve some exercises from chapter 36, numbers up to 199. As we said, here we have the 100 blocks, tens and ones. And here we have the place value chart. HTO means hundreds, tens and ones. We are going to use the blocks to write each digit in its correct place. So let's start with the hundreds. How many hundreds blocks do we have? Yes, one. Very good. So we write 1 in the hundreds place. Okay, let's count the tens. 1, 2. So in the tens place, we will write, excellent, 2. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3. So 3 ones. So I have 1 in the hundreds place, 2 in the tens place, 3 in the ones place. So what is my number? Yes, 123. Okay, this is how we read it. 123. Now, let's go to the second picture. Again, the hundreds are, yes, 100. What about the tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 tens. Let's write 6 in the tens place. And the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 in the ones place. So what is my number? Excellent. We read it 164. And the last picture, count again the hundreds. Yes, 100. The tens, also 110. And the ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 ones. So my number is, yes, 116. We read it 116. Now, let's practice more ways of writing a number. We have here this table and 3 ways of writing a number. As we did in the class, I told you to write over each one which way is it. So the first one is to write the number in digits, here, this column. Next, beside it is to write it in expanded form, means the sum of the value of each digit. Then, beside it, we will use the HTO, the abbreviation of hundreds, tens, and ones. And the last column is to write the number in word form. Okay, the first one is already done for us, just to show us how to solve. Now, let's go for the other one. Here, I have only the expanded form, and I need to write the number as in digits, in HTO, and in words. Now, let's start here. What is the expanded form of my number? 100 plus 40. So here we have hundreds and tens. When I don't have a value, okay, I don't ignore it. I just write 0 instead. So to write this number in digits, it will be, yes, 140. This one is the 100. 4 in the tens place because we have 40. 0 in the ones place because I don't have ones. Okay. Now we need to write this number also as using HTO to write how many hundreds, how many tens, and how many ones. Again, we will go back to our number 100. So it will be 1H, yes, and we said 140, so the 4 is in the tens place. If you want, you can just write it 1H 40, or if you want, you can write 0, O, or without it, it's okay. Both are correct, okay? And the last way is to write it in words. To write it this way, 140. Now, The next number, 176. We need to write it in expanded form. Now, if you want to make it easier for you to write it in expanded form, write the value of each digit over it. يعني write H, T, and O this way, okay? And then this way maybe it will be easier for you. So, what is the value of 1 in the hundreds place? Yes, it is 100. Then don't forget the plus sign. Plus 7 in the tens place means, yes, 70. Plus 6 in the ones place means 6 ones only. So the expanded form of 176 is 100 plus 70 plus 6. Now let's write this number also using HTO. We already did it here, so we just need to write a digit before each letter. So it will be 1H means hundreds, 7T, 7 tens, 6O means 6 ones. And the last way is to write it in words, 176. Now, the last one is written only in words. They wrote it for us, 168. I need to write it in digits, expanded, and HTO. So, let's start with the digits. Just read the number and write it. The number is 168. So we will write it this way, 168. Now the expanded form. As I told you, you can write H, T, and O to know the value of each digit. Now, 1 in the hundreds place equals, yes, 100. 6 tens is 60, so 100 plus 60 plus 8 in the ones place means 8. So 168 in expanded form, it will be 100 plus 60 plus 8. And the last one is to write it using HTO. We already wrote it over each digit. So just write them beside each other. So it will be 1H, 60, and 8O. Now, let's practice more about the expanded form and how to write a number in expanded form, and if it's in expanded form, how to write it as digits. The first one is done already for us, 100 plus 40 plus 3. When I want to write this expanded form as digits, we don't use zeros. Notice that in digits, I don't write the zeros, only in expanded form, because the expanded form is showing the value of each digit. That's why we use the zeros. But when I want to join them together to make a number, I don't add the zeros. So we just take the digit only, this digit and this one without the zero, and this one. Just write them beside each other. You will get the number. Now, 100 plus 90 plus 7. I want to write it as digits. Also the same as I told you. We take the 1 in the hundreds. I don't need the zeros. Then 9 in the tens without the zero also. And the ones. So, write them together. My number will be, yes, 197. And the last one, it's 100 plus 60. I need to write it as digit. Also the same, we take only the 1 digit in the hundreds and the 6 digit in the tens, and we write the number. It will be 160. And don't forget that, why did we add the 0 here? Because I don't have ones. 0, as I said, is a placeholder. So I don't have ones, we write 0. Now, here it's the opposite. I have the number in digits and I want to write it in expanded form. Means write the value of each digit. And as I told you before, you can write H, T, and O to be easier for you to write it. Okay? Even here, H, T, and O. Okay, let's solve now this one. We have, my number is 190. So 1, what's the value of 1 in the hundreds place? Yes, it will be 100 plus 9 in the tens place means 90. If you want, you can write plus 0 because the ones are 0, or you can just write it this way. Both are correct. Now, the last number, 177. Also the same. I need to write the value of each digit according, of course, to its place. So 1 in the hundreds place, what's the value? Equals, yes, 100 plus 7 in the tens place means 70 plus 7 in the ones place equals 7. So this is what I mean by the expanded form. Please practice and review as much as you can. And see you later. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.